Dzień dobry, cześć i czołem. NgeloQuerro z tej strony w kolejnym odcinku Hogwarts Legacy. Aktualnie naszym zadaniem będzie tutaj podążyć główną linią fabularną i na mapie Hogwartu udać się do biblioteki. Całkiem możliwe, gdyż stąd potrzebujemy jeden komponent, który będzie nam potrzebny podczas zajęć z transmutacji. Oto jesteśmy. Pewnie to będzie gdzieś u góry. Skubany się zniknął, no.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
O! Nie mam pojęcia.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct!
O,
The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Horcruxy. Albo insygnia śmierci, albo nie.
The Founder's Relics.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Łuczek?
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Tak.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species.
No dobra, ale myślałem, że...
I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Myślę, że ten
I put the book
wielostokowy...
back on the pedestal for you.
Ten wielostokowy to wydaje mi się, że był używany chyba przez Hermionę, kiedy oni mieli się zamienić w tych uczniów Slytherinu, kolegów Malfoya, żeby przedostać się do siedziby. Ale nie pamiętam, czy to było to Harry'ego, bo teraz bardzo dawno oglądałem. Nie jestem jakimś zagorzałym akurat fanem. Księga o natychmiastowej transmutacji. Ta księga ma za zadanie dostarczyć wskazówek uczniowi pragnącemu poznać bardziej zawiłe rodzaje transmutacji. Profesor Weasley często poleca ją zaawansowanym uczniom jako lekką lekturę. Ale powiem szczerze, że... może
Want to test
moglibyśmy
your
w
knowledge
sumie
on some more difficult questions?
właśnie pobawić tymi quizami.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Zakon Merlina?
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Opaleoki antypocki, żmijoząb peruwiański, spiżobrzuch ukraiński?
The Ukrainian Iron Belly.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian
come on.
viper-tooth. Though the viper-tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft.
Nie wierzę.
It is believed that Hengist used the Three Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Nie wiem, no... Demimozem.
A demiguise.
Yes!
O!
While the hide behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
The Patronus charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Nie mam zielonego pojęcia.
Laverne de Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Nigdy nie łaskocz śpiącego smoka?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
Bazyliszek? Nie. Popiełek? Nie. Widłowąż?
The Runespaw.
That's right. According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Bo ja to wiem. Nie wiem. W Puszczy
The
Amazońskiej.
Amazon rainforest.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located on Mount Greylock. The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Virositiserum.
Incorrect. The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Dajesz.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Szarża?
Blatching.
The answer was actually haversacking. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Hairy ears.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Mimbulus mimbletonia, ślas, fasolka sapoporusa. Odorosok.
Fluxweed.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus mimbletonia.
Ach,
The Mimbulus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
nie mam zielonego pojęcia. Moje 33% szans to jest tak jakbym miał, nie wiem, 5%. Bowman Wright. Basil.
Basil Flack.
That's incorrect.
Ah,
The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the Pepper Up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
mniejszy garnek.
A smaller pot.
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
W Highlandach.
The Scottish Highlands.
No,
No.
the answer was North America.
Czy ja coś trafię w
The
końcu?
part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Lancelot.
Sir Lancelot.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
Największe kelpie na świecie jest nazwane, nie wiem, Galingatua?
Galangantua.
No, the answer was
No,
the
no.
Loch Ness Monster.
Ja chciałem
The Office of
zaznaczyć, ale mówię, no nie no.
Has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence.
Nie wiem co
Who
nawet
was
z
the
kelpie.
first minister for magic?
Cadmus Peveril.
No, the first minister was Ulick Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. Ah, it's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time.
Ja tym bardziej. Jakieś eliksiry dostałem w zamian? Czy co to jest? Dobra, teraz musimy się udać na zajęcia. Ogółem dla mnie to bardzo nieudany był ten troszeczkę. Ten cały, że tak powiem. Ja muszę się na górę dostać. Nie, tutaj. A to w sumie dobra, stąd sobie pójdę, nie będę się teleportował. Dla mnie to troszeczkę średnio udany ten quiz był, bo no jak było widać, w większości rzeczy nawet nie byłem w stanie się tak jakby domyślić albo wywnioskować z kontekstu. No po prostu nie znam tego świata, nie czytałem książek, obejrzałem tylko Harry'ego Pottera. A nie wiem, czy nawet tam są jakieś informacje, ale tak jakby nie interesuję się tym światem aż tak bardzo. Otwieraj te drzwi.
Revelio.
No i jesteśmy. Musimy przyspieszyć czas. To tam czyścisz. To jeszcze mam odpocząć? Co jest?
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Całkiem proste zaklęcie z tego co widzę.
Beautifully done.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by wand law, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
No okej. Zadanie profesor Weasley zostało ukończone.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Spróbować kogoś, kto śpi po goblińsku. Ciekawe. No dobra, mamy tutaj parę nowych zadań. Z aktualnego możemy sobie tutaj... Znaczy w sumie nie zrezygnować, tylko możemy uznać, że jest ukończone, bo nauczyliśmy się zaklęcia transmutacji. Również można by powiedzieć, że pobawiliśmy się troszeczkę quizem naszej koleżanki i niekoniecznie odpowiedziałem dobrze na... nie będę tego komentował, po prostu uznajmy, że no tak na 1/5 odpowiedziałem dobrze, a reszta... No cóż, udajmy, że nikt tego nie oglądał. No, aktualnie dziękuję bardzo oczywiście za uwagę. W kolejnym odcinku mamy tutaj co robić. Możemy udać się do Sebastiana. A nie, przepraszam. Możemy porozmawiać z Nati. Możemy też udać się do Sebastiana. Możemy też porozmawiać z Poppy. No i również z Lodgokiem, czy jak mu tam leciało. Także będziemy mieli co robić. Tymczasem dziękuję bardzo za uwagę i do zobaczyska.